yesterday while walking right near my front door, and I came across this butterfly, yellow butterfly with black tipped wings. It was not alive, and my first inclination, what I wanted to do, was to move it off of the sidewalk into grass so no one would step on it. But I had my dog, and it would have just been a lot to find something to pick it up with and move it and so on and so forth. So I just paid reverence, took a picture, and said I would come back, I would go look it up and just honor it in that way. So fast forward to today, I had this overwhelming feeling of gratitude come over me at the end of my work day. And it was just this knowing and this knowledge and this reminder that my life, I don't have, while I'm facing real trials, tribulations, and hardships, I have all of my needs provided in love, and that I have the ability to endure those hardships without fear. And I wrote in my journal that, for I know that I have a loving plan of the Creator unfolding, like a lotus blossoming. And then it made me think back to this butterfly. When we think about flowers and creatures that are so beautiful, as they, all of them, birds, bees, as they fly, they give us such pleasure and delight. Humans are so fortunate to be able to see them. And to see one laying on the ground, my thought was, wow, I'm still being blessed by your presence even after your death. What a gift it is from God to be able to have that. And now, as I reflect even more, I think about the purpose of our lives. I think about the purpose of my life, and having that exact same, you don't know how your life is designed to be a purpose to someone beyond yourself, and how much power there is in releasing sometimes our own expectations around how our lives should be unfolding. Because just like that butterfly, it touched me in such a way yesterday. When I think about butterfly effect, right? It created this ripple within me, this reminder that my life is not my own alone. It's a lie. My life is not my own alone. I am very fortunate to be in this body, to have a breath that I don't control, to never know when my next move or moment, or my last move or moment, may occur, but to have the breath of life flowing through me is a gift, a blessing, an honor, and most importantly, a privilege. It is a privilege. And I'm so privileged in just being able to have that awareness of privilege. So as I reflect on that, I'm just reminded and feel inclined to share that we ought to aspire to live our lives in a similar form and fashion, to be pleasing, not necessarily to please others, but to be pleasing to the Creator, to create with intention, to show up wholly and authentically as much as possible. I understand more than sometimes I even let on that as a human, it gets hard. It gets hard, but it doesn't have to be so hard if we can see our setbacks, our challenges, our hardships as genuine, petals unfolding from that lotus, that blossoming. It's just a part. If you zoom out, it's a whole beautiful flower. This entire flower. It's just one little petal that fell off. And that's the thing. All the leaves on plants, some of them have to fall off and shed so that you can make room for others. And I see our hardships like those leaves that need to fall off. I see the circumstances and setbacks that we experience as things that still have to grow out of us so that we can ultimately continue, to bear witness and to be witness demonstrated of the Creator. So I'm just grateful to God. This is my rant. I pray that it inspires someone to take a look around what is present that maybe is often overlooked and undervalued, that goes unnoticed, and see it as a gift from God and an opportunity to be in communion with the Creator.